All right, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for the Bandit 24 level from the Bandit CTF game over at overthewire.org. Let's go ahead and start the level. And what are we going to be doing in this level? Okay, we're going to be doing some brute forcing. We'll talk a little bit about that in just a bit. But the first thing we need to do is we need to get the level goals for this level. This is 24 to 25. And it says here that a daemon is listening on port 30,002 and will give the password for Bandit 25 if given the password for Bandit 24 and a secret numeric 4-digit PIN code. There is no way to retrieve the PIN code except by going through all of the 10,000 combinations called brute forcing. You do not need to create new connections each time. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to do some automation in this level. Let's go ahead and illustrate what's going on. So, okay, let's avoid clicking on any more links. So what do we need to do in this level? We need to call out to the localhost port 30,002. It's going to ask us for the password for Bandit 25. Sorry, no. It's going to ask us for the password for user Bandit 24 and a secret PIN code in a single line separated by a space. So if we have the password here, we need to give a space and then we need to give a 4-digit passcode. And it says wrong. Please enter the correct password and PIN code. Try again. So let's reiterate what is going on over here. So in this level, we need to send the password for the previous level along with a 4-digit PIN to a certain port on the local host server. If we send each possible combination of 4-digit pins, it will take 10,000 tries to test them all. So we need to use a script to automate the process. So we could use a shell script. We could use a couple of different scripts. We could use a shell script or a bash script, or we could use a Python script. The Python script is going to be a lot faster, and I wrote out a little script on the GitHub over here. So we've got our script over here. We're going to create it on the Bandit server. Let's get out of here first. So let's go ahead and create this script in a temporary directory. So we're going to call this Bandit 24. Okay, so I should probably give my username first because this is a shared space. So I'm just going to call it, let's make it a hidden file. So ... the shy hat, and we'll call it bandit24.py. Okay, so we're going to create a file called the shy hat bandit24.py. And this is, well, I guess it's still here. I created this a couple days ago, and it's still here. That's good. But anyways, before we run this, let's go ahead and go over what the script is actually doing. So we're going to need two modules to run this. Okay, so we import the socket module and the system module, and then we create a brute force function over here. So in the brute force function, we need to define the password. So the password for this level is going to be this, and then we do a little for loop. So the for loop is going to be for pin code in range from 0 to 10,000. Try, create a new connection for each attempt, and then create a socket object. So the socket object is going to be defined as S set timeout for 2-second timeout, and then connect to the local host on port 30,002. So this was all defined earlier. Then we need to read in the welcome message. So the welcome message is the message that we get from the server when we first connect, and then we need to try a pin code. So we're going to try the pin code with 4 digits by using this particular syntax, and then we send whatever pin code that we're trying. So the message is going to be the password and then a space and then the pin code. And then we send to the server. Then we get a response, and then we need to check if there's the word wrong in the response. So if wrong is not in the response, then we print success, then the number, the pin code, and the response. So we got some exceptions over here, except if there's a timeout on from the server, then we print this error message. And then if we get some other exception, then we have to print out the exception, and that's the end of the code. So we also run the code by using the if name equals main, run the brute force function, and then exit. Otherwise, it's going to tell us that it couldn't find the correct pin. Okay, let's go ahead and save out the file, and then let's run the file. So we're going to run this Python script here. So Python 3 temp the Python script we defined right here. So the good thing about this script is that it's very, very fast. So when we run the script, it runs through the numbers pretty quickly, much more quickly than it would if we tried using a bash script. But we get the response correct, and we get the password for the next level. So the password for Bandit 25 is this. Awesome. Okay, so before we finish out, let's talk about what we did in this level over at GitHub. Okay, so the username for this level is Bandit24. The password was this. The objective here was that a daemon is listening on port 30,002, and we'll give you the password for Bandit25 if given the password for Bandit24 and a secret numeric 4-digit pin code. There's no way to retrieve the pin code except for going through all of the 10,000 combinations called brute forcing. You do not need to create new connections each time. So we created a script to connect to the service operating on port 30,002, and then we sent the password as well as the pin code defined in our script over here inside this little this for loop. Okay, so everybody, that was a guided walkthrough for Bandit level 24 from the Bandit CTF Labs on overthewire.org. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time.
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.